Why don't I make a video talking about the lessons that I learned from The Hobbit? A fantastic work of fiction. I loved it, I enjoyed it. Let's get right into it. Bilbo Baggins is a hobbit, and he lives in a hobbit hole, very comfortable, drinks tea, drinks beer, sits in his little chair, enjoys himself, very content. He gets a knock on the door. Gandalf's there, right? He pulls up with 12, 13 dwarves. The hobbit's like, no, I'm just a hobbit. You got the wrong guy. I'm not capable, I can't do it. The hobbit is far more capable than he himself believes himself to be. As the tale goes on, the hobbit goes from the 14th man, essentially the dwarves saying, oh, wow, why is the hobbit here? Why is the hobbit with us? He can't do anything, he's just a hobbit. But as the adventure goes on, the hobbit, Mr. Bilbo Baggins, displays cunning, intelligence, and wits, and smarts, and in the moment, courage, and bravery, and brilliance, all of which is picked up through the book, where by the end he really is a master burglar that Gandalf made him out to be. The next beautiful lesson from The Hobbit is the adventure is full of twists and turns. The objective of the hobbit and the dwarves, they were trying to go into the cave of Smaug, the dragon who infamously killed all of the dwarves' ancestors and grandparents, etc. So they wanted to go in there, kill the dragon, get the gold back, and keep it moving. This adventure though was far from straightforward. They got caught in the cave of goblins, they got caught in the forest. Obviously it's a typical adventure where things go wrong and they have to make decisions, and they're hungry and they're starving, and they get saved by the bell a couple times, which goes into lesson 3, fortune favors the brave. There were multiple times where the hobbit and the dwarves very much so were lucky, in my opinion, because of their bravery. Good karma was a result of the fact that they were taking chances. For example, when the hobbit was in the cave of the goblins, he fell on a rock and was unconscious, and when he woke up, there was a little metal object, a ring, and he picked it up, later to find out this ring granted him the ability to become invisible, which was extremely influential in the later end of the adventure. And the final lesson came in the form of the goal is not really the goal. The hobbit went into this adventure seeking the gold and loot, the 1/14 of the loot that he was promised. But however, what the hobbit ended up with was a more dignified sense of self. The real goal was discovering that he was capable of far more than he believed. That's really what he came out with. And in the end, he ends up giving away most of his gold and most of his fortune because he really doesn't need it. He gives it away to all the people who helped him through the journey, and that's another lesson in and of itself, repaying the people who helped you. And The Hobbit was just a fantastic book. I figured I'd make a little video, it's probably gonna be short, a little edit. It was fantastic. Read the book, I really loved it.